we've talked about this in the past. The last 2 seasons, the last 3 seasons, if you circled the group of players that underperformed the most on the Sacramento Kings roster, it just happens to be all of the veterans. And I think this season, maybe we saw a little bit of a change. I think Reggie Evans had some nice moments. I think even Travis Outlaw had some nice moments. They certainly outplayed the groups of veterans that had come through before. Is that something that the Kings still need to attack, is bringing in veteran leadership, veteran guys that can be productive?
Well, I think a veteran player with real talent. I mean, it kind of goes along with the Rudy Gay thing. He's a veteran with talent, and that's the key that fits what you need. I think that it does seem to me like, and it's just when you view the Kings, what's needed and what's not is the Kings really have way too many power forwards.
Yes.
Now, people can make a case for this guy or that guy, but the reality is you got way more than you need, and I would like to see him, if possible, and I know Pete DeLisandro's obviously working 24 hours a day at trying to find a way to improve your team however you can, but the team could certainly use I think a legitimate stretch 4 or a 4 that is more of a rim protector type. Now, those are, it's easy to say and hard to find, but those are some needs. And of the 4s, really probably Jason Thompson's the only one that can actually play backup center. So that's a concern. You're going to have somebody behind that can play behind DeMarcus on a more consistent basis. So, how you address that, but I think those are, there's some things you can do there, I think, and hopefully, and maybe a little more depth at the shooting guard position as well. Although I like the 3-guard rotation, as I said, but I also think you can play Ben McLemore at small forward some.
Yeah,
I like the idea. I was saying that the way this game is going, with as good as DeMarcus is, you could almost go the old Dwight Howard route, where you have basically 4 out, 2 in, and play Rudy Gay as a stretch 4, and because rebounding, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, I would agree.
And basically the whole idea, instead of always worrying about matching up with them, have them match up with you, because all of a sudden you got to put a small forward on Ben, or you got to put a power forward on Rudy, and nobody can guard DeMarcus. So and then certainly with Ray McCallum and Isaiah, you couldn't possibly keep them from moving the ball. I mean, nobody can keep Isaiah moving anyway.
No.
But I think with that guard line, so I think there's some, we were talking on the radio on 1140 just a while ago, and I think the thing that's optimistic for me is you look at the 4 teams that just overachieved this year: Charlotte, Toronto, Phoenix, and Portland, and basically they just tweaked their teams to some degree, and basically kind of acquiring some veteran guys to fit in. Mm-hmm. Maybe young veterans, whether it's an Eric Bledsoe, for instance, a Gerald Green, a young veteran has bounced around, but those kind of guys really did help Phoenix. And then besides, obviously, Jeff Hornacek did a fabulous job, but Al Jefferson goes to Charlotte, and they go from 21 wins to 43. And that's not the only reason, but I mean, or you look at Portland, they got Robin Lopez and allowed LaMarcus Aldridge to play strictly at power forward, and they picked up a Mo Williams, give them legitimate backcourt help they didn't have, and all of a sudden they go from 33 to 54 wins.
Yep.
Those are the kind of things, that it is, and I think this team, has enough talent that a couple of the right pieces, the tweaks, it doesn't have to be stars, but that could fit with existing guys and add to, and with the coaching staff, that really the players, it certainly appeared that they really did legitimately like and respect the coach and his staff, and that's a great place to start too.